Are the Simpsons somehow immune to the phenomena which is known as the Mandela Effect? In the nearly 30 years the Simpsons have been on air, there has been many conspiracies surrounding the show. From those that believe that they're able to foresee future events, to others that believe that the Simpsons are somehow connected to the Illuminati. However, recently while doing extensive research for various videos on this channel, I started to notice a trend. Many times while looking for evidence that something had changed, I would often run into a Simpsons clip that would reinforce that the change had occurred, or what is often referred to as residue in the Mandela Effect community. Often, skeptics of the Mandela Effect attribute the Mandela Effect to bad memory. If that is the case, the Simpsons show must have employed writers with horrible memory over the past nearly 3 decades. Anyways, here are 10 examples of Mandela Effect residue found in the Simpsons. The first one we're going to take a look at is this one from The Wizard of Oz. This is a very popular quote and it's spoken by the witch, where she sends her flying monkeys to attack. People remember this one as "Fly my pretties fly." However, that is never said during the movie. The actual quote is just simply "Fly, fly, fly." Now let's take a look at what Mr. Burns has to say about this one.
Fly, my pretties, fly!
For our second example, we're going to be taking a look at this one. This one is extremely popular, and it comes from Snow White. I think everybody knows this one. People remember it as "Mirror, mirror on the wall." However, the actual quote is "Magic mirror on the wall." For this one, we're going to turn to Homer. Let's see what he has to say about this one.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baldest of them all?
Next up, we have one from Star Wars. This one, of course, is a very iconic quote. People remember this one as "Luke, I am your father." However, that is not the quote. The actual quote is "No, I am your father." For this one, we have 2 different clips. Let's take a look.
Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father.
For this next one, we have a historical Mandela Effect, and this has to do with a quote-unquote crime of the century, the kidnapping of Charles Lindbergh's son, Charles Lindbergh Jr. This Mandela has to do with the fact that many people remember that this crime went unsolved. The child was never found. However, that is not the case. The child was found dead, and the murderer was arrested, convicted, and executed. And for this one, we're going to turn to Grandpa.
Freeze. FBI. The jig is up.
All right, I admit it. I am the Lindbergh baby. Wah, wah, goo goo. I miss my fly, fly, da da.
Are you trying to stall us?
For this next one, we have a very famous quote from Crocodile Dundee. "That's not a knife. This is a knife." However, that is not the actual quote. The actual quote is, "That's not a knife. That's a knife." Let's see what the Simpsons have to say about this one.
You call that a knife? This is a knife. Ooh.
You call that a knife? This is a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife.
The next one is also a very popular Mandela Effect, is the one from Queen, "We are the champions." This Mandela seems to confuse a lot of people, so I'm going to try to be as specific as possible. This Mandela Effect has to do specifically with the ending of the song. These lyrics are said throughout the song. However, this Mandela only applies to the end of the song, to the original, most popular version, the original album version. It doesn't apply to any live versions, and it doesn't apply to any extended versions that have been created. Okay, now with all that said, this is the Mandela Effect. People remember the end of the song ending with "'Cause we are the champions of the world." However, that is no longer the case. The song does not contain "of the world" anymore. The song just ends. The lyrics are gone. That part is completely gone. However, the vast majority of people remember those lyrics being there. And I'm going to play a clip from James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. Pretty sure all of you are familiar with this. It's a segment in his show when he has a celebrity sing karaoke in his car. Anyways, check it out. And right after, I'm going to play the relevant clip from The Simpsons.
We are the
Really should have. That's really rough, man.
I am the champion. I am the champion. No time for losers, 'cause I am the champion of the world. Uh-oh.
This next one has to do with this. During one of my updates, I asked this question: do you guys remember a portrait of Henry VIII eating a turkey leg? Similar to the one on the left. Of course, many people do. However, there is no such painting. However, Homer did play Henry VIII in The Simpsons, and we have these images from that episode. The next one is also a very famous quote, and it's between Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, and the movie is A Few Good Men. The quote comes from this exchange. It was either A, I want the truth, Jack, you want the truth, you can't handle the truth, or B, Jack, you want answers, Tom, I want the truth, Jack, you can't handle the truth. And the correct one is B, you want answers. However, of course, many people remember A. They just cut it down to you want the truth, you can't handle the truth. And for this one, we have two different clips from The Simpsons, and here they are.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
We want the truth.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. No truth handler, you.
This next one was also in one of my recent updates, and it's an Al Pacino quote, and it's from the movie And Justice for All. And I gave these two options. It was A, I'm out of order, you're out of order, this whole courtroom's out of order. Or B, you're out of order, you're out of order, the whole trial is out of order. And the correct one was B. But of course, many people remember A. Correct answer meaning what it is in this current reality, timeline, dimension, universe, whatever it is that you subscribe to if you do believe in the Mandela Effect. There's many theories, of course. Anyways, for this one, it's Homer again. Let's take a look at what he has to say about this one.
I'm the one out there every day putting his ass on the line, and I'm not out of order. You're out of order. The whole freaking system is out of order.
Mr. Kirkland, you are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order.
Before I get to my final example on the list, I believe there is an example that is not actually on the list, but it deserves an honorable mention that I wanted to include originally, but I don't think it's clear-cut enough to whether or not it's specifically related to this Mandela Effect, but I do believe it might be, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you guys anyways, and then I'm gonna show you the last example that I have for you guys. And it has to do with Moonraker and Dolly's braces. Of course, probably a lot of you are familiar with this now. This Mandela Effect has to do with the fact that Dolly had braces in Moonraker and she no longer has them. It's part of a crucial scene in the movie where she meets Joss and has an instant love connection with him. During the scene, he smiles and you can see his metal teeth, and she smiles back, and many people of course remember her having the metal braces, and they form an instant love connection because of that. However, in the opinion of many people, the scene no longer makes any sense since she doesn't have the braces, and there shouldn't be any instant love connection any longer. Now let's take a look at the clip from The Simpsons. In this one, we have Comic Book Guy. He meets this girl, I believe her name is Comic Book Girl. At first, they're not attracted to each other. She smiles, she has the braces, and there appears to be some kind of instant love connection. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this one's related to Moonraker, or it's just unrelated? And finally, how many people were in the JFK car? First of all, I want to say this specific Mandela Effect doesn't really affect me. I remember 6 people in the car, but how the Mandela Effect works, I could be right, and the people that say it's 4 people could be right as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what I found about this Mandela Effect anyway, since it's so popular, and you guys form your own opinions on this one. Anyways, for this one, let's take a look at the clip. Homer travels through time with Abraham Lincoln to stop the Kennedy assassination. And as this is going on, you can see the motorcade coming down the street. And if we zoom in on this, we're able to see that there is only 4 people in the car. Which, even though I'm not personally affected by this one, I find it very interesting that there's only 4 people in the car. So this seems to be a bit of a residue for people that believe that. Anyways guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to check out our other content. We have plenty of other Mandela Effect videos. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.